The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Utah Jazz in Salt Lake City. And for Utah, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And we've heard so many nicknames for Rudy Gobert already, I'm not going to recap them or ask which one you prefer, Shaq. But Kenny, I will ask you if you think he's the best defensive player in the league right now.
Who you mean, the Gobernator?
The Stifle Tower? Yeah.
Oh, the leaning tower block easer?
What about Gumi Gobert?
None of those I've heard of before, but he still blocks at an elite level. This guy is unbelievable. And I just think the way he does it, he not only blocks out, he changes them, which makes the defense really great and anchor at the back.
It's hard to say if he's the best, but he's definitely in the conversation just due to how much space he eats up inside.
Time for tip as we send it over to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
The Gobernator?
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Hornets come into town. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Jazz. They like their chances, but this could be a tough game for them. Facing up against a talented roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team.
Right now for the Jazz, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the year's gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
I think it's safe to say that, for sure, they found their identity this season, and their confidence has only been building as the season has gone on.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Hornets coach Steve Clifford is always pragmatic. He said you look at what wins in this league and you see the best teams don't give up fast break points. Year in and year out, offensive rebounding is not a big factor. Guys, Clifford demands that his guards and small forwards get back after the release of a shot. And the Hornets have become one of the best teams in the league in transition defense.
Thanks, David. He does give a little more leeway to MKG to go to the glass, though, as well he should. And, Steve, these two teams both like to slow it down, take a deliberate approach with each possession they have.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready because this one's not going to be up and down. You got to get a chance to watch this. But, you know, in a half court, if you can dominate the half-court possession, you have a chance to win.
Well, you like to play both ways, too, didn't you? You could run it when you had to, but you didn't mind the half-court game.
No, not at all, because that's when you can post up and bang, and it becomes a physical game.
Yeah. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Williams is out there with Cody Zeller. And it's Walker in at the 1. Now here is Hill, following the miss by Kemba Walker. And a wide open look for Hood. And a miss there on the triple. Utah's on defense. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that went, I mean, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And that comes from playing your opponent, knowing how they operate, and exploiting any mismatches that become available.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
First free throw is good. Well, with Exum and Hood, the Jazz have the option to play a huge lineup with their shortest player, Exum, standing 6'6" at that point guard position. Steve, how does their size create problems for teams?
It could be a nightmare because you have guys with length, height, they can deflect shots, and they're able to switch. That's what this league is coming down to. Multiple defenders that can switch and play multiple positions.
Now, here is Hill. At the top of the key, Favors. Hill sets the screen for Favors. Stolen by Walker. Oh, and here comes Williams all alone. Pushing it up. And stolen by Hayward. Kicks it to Hood. Baseline jumper. Here's Favors. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Great job by Favors, really making the defense uncomfortable as he's going up with the shot. Well, Derek Favors entered this league as a one-and-done out of Georgia Tech. Still pretty raw, but the growth offensively has been impressive. He's added some post moves and a nice mid-range jumper.
The first free throw is good. And when Favors came into the league, Steve, he said the coaches told him to work on his post game. Now it's all screen roll.
Well, the league has changed. The big guy's got to play out of space, and he does a nice job of transforming from a guy that played down in the paint to a guy that's comfortable off pick and roll play.
And so Favors nails both of them.
The shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
And stolen by Favors. And it's Hood in the corner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hood's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Walker kicks to Zeller. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. On the wing, Williams launches it. Hayward grabs the board. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Favors kicks to Hood. Favors sets the pick for Hood. Pass to Hill. Gobert the screen for 3. Hayward. It doesn't go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
They didn't look like the well-oiled machine we've come to expect every day. I don't think we'll see that from them too often.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Williams, a screen on Hood. Knocked away. And stolen by Hayward. Now the dish to Hill. And Gobert kicks to Hood. Jazz passing it around. Another miss by Utah. Hornets trail by 3. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Walker. Feeds it to Williams. Williams sets a screen for Batum. Nailed from three-point land.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
And that's the key to his game. Earlier in the shot clock, earlier in the game, if he's knocking down shots, his confidence goes to another level.
Now here is Hill. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Hayward can hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Williams, a screen on Hood. And Batum kicks to Williams. Walker in the corner. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
He may be ready to throw down the gauntlet in this game, just attacking the basket early on.
Hood for 3. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 6 points for Rodney Hood.
Hood's ability to space out the floor is huge. If he's squaring up from outside, the D has to close out.
Hood against Batum. And stolen by Hood. On the wing, Hill. Favors with the screen. Hill sets the screen for Hayward. Dishes to Gobert. 4 on the shot clock. And the basket by Hill.
That's where Hill really excels as a shooter in those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Walker against Hill. Goes up on the wing. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz leading by 4. Now Hill. Gobert the screen. Hill dishes to Hood. Stolen by Walker. Pass to Batum. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one. And Nicholas Batum, you know, I use a baseball analogy, another one of those 5 toolers. You know, he's a guy that basically does everything at a high level on the basketball floor, plays with great energy, and it just seems to affect all facets of the stat sheet. You know, he's just one of those guys that is hard to prepare for because he's such a versatile performer on the floor.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. And with Batum, I mean, we've talked about his ability to impact the game in so many ways. Truly is a prime example of versatility on both sides of the ball.
That's a great point. Could be maybe the most versatile player in the league when you look at the totality of his skill set. Easily can be shuffled around on defensive assignments throughout a game depending on what the team needs.
The quick trigger. Hood piercing the defense with the effective catch-and-shoot J.
Batum with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Warriors in Oakland. And the Hornets miss again.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guarding you, just try to move the basketball on.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
Second chance points can kill you. You must concentrate on the defensive glass.
Now here's Walker. They really needed more from him in that loss to Golden State. Hayward kicks to Gobert. Here's Favors. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Gordon Hayward with 2 seasons left on his max contract. I remember people scratching their head when he signed it, but he is starting to live up to the hype.
Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Hayward.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Hornets trail by 8. Hard to believe this, Steve. Hayward now the longest tenured player on the Utah Jazz. They drafted him 9th overall back in 2010.
A cornerstone of their young core. He's a vet now, and he's probably their most complete player.
And here's Walker outside. Utah with the rebound.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
You know, offense is about rhythm. He has lacked rhythm in this entire quarter.
Now here's Hood. He's got 8. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Favors. From deep. He's off on that one. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
Gobert pulls it in, and it's Utah's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Hill, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Hornets trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hill against Walker. From 12 feet out. Right side, Williams. Picked by Zeller. Back to Williams. The pass to Zeller. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Williams kicks to Zeller. Tries again. And Kid Gilchrist lays it in.
That's a solid pass right inside where his teammate wants it.
Jazz leading by 6. Now here's Hood. He's got 8. Outside Hill. Back to Hood. Favors with the screen for 3. Hill falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Floor spacing is so crucial. That's something that George Hill definitely brings to the table.
Walker against Hill. It's deflected. It's stolen by Gobert. And it's Hood in the corner. Misses the 3. Hornets trail by 9. And Walker kicks to Williams to the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And here is Hill. He has 6. And that one drops.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
And who needs to warm up? They didn't.
Timeout.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Start it.
So Utah ends up going with the new group.
And here we can check out the story on Marco Bellinelli. How last month turned out for him. He's around 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Now here's Sessions. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Off the pick. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist by Sessions. Lamb's got his first bucket of the night. Utah leading by 9. One thing that the Hornets do very well, as we all know, is hit the glass. Top to bottom, this team knows how to close out possessions, Greg, and clean up misses on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at the roster for the Hornets, everyone is helping on the glass. What is odd that they don't have one guy who averaged huge rebound numbers. It's a true team effort. They are one of the elite teams in limiting offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Diallo. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Tries from 7. Off the left rim and out. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Bellinelli. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Warriors in Oakland.
He really did an outstanding job setting up his teammates as well. The defense could not figure out where the ball was going to go next.
Sessions passes to Plumlee.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
1:31 left to play in the first. Here's Ingles. The Jazz with another miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now Sessions. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. He feeds it to Plumlee. Diaw with the steal. To the middle. And a missed layup.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
Here's Plumlee. Misses from short range.
You know, with that much room, you don't lay it up. You throw it down like you've been disrespected.
Passes it to Exum. Back to Diaw. Here's Ingles. Bellinelli is covering. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Diaw inside the three-point line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out to Sessions. On the wing, Lamb. Burks covering. Plumlee with the screen. And there's the feed to Bellinelli. Plumlee sets the pick for Sessions. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Jazz. They lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. You know, just play like you're playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, you know, forever.
Infectious enthusiasm. You see it every time he steps on the floor. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
They've been super aggressive on that end, and they've been rewarded for it so far. Let's see if they'll be able to maintain this for the rest of the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Utah, Exum and Burks, their backcourt. Boris Diaw is out there with Johnson, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Kaminsky. Off target from outside. Jazz leading by 7. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot.
Good.
The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
And the relationship between a coach and his players, so critical, obviously, to a team's success. What qualities, Steve, in your mind, make a great coach?
Well, I think the coach, first of all, has to be a great X and O's, but then I think he has to have a great feel for different personalities. Then I think he has to build the right culture that fits everybody.
Kicks to Lamb. No good off the back of the rim.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Burks can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 10. Kaminsky kicks to Plumlee. Plumlee sets the pick for Sessions. Poked away. To the paint. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Dante Exum is a truly talented player taking care of business down inside.
Lamb with the ball. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Excellent use of the screen that time. Lamb's got his second basket.
Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
Exum kicks to Diaw. He dishes it to Ingles. Pass to Burks. Top of the key. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Utah Jazz is one of the up-and-coming teams in the West, and it was a system-wide commitment to young players. The younger teams tend to struggle, but head coach Quinn Snyder said he's committed to letting his players learn through their mistakes. He said it may be painful at times, but that's how we get better. In a lot of things, the only way to learn is through experience. Guys,
they're catching on quickly. Thanks, D.A. Plumlee with the screen. There's the triple. Rebound, Utah.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Diaw kicks to Burks. Back to Diaw. The Jazz working the ball around now. Johnson with the screen on Sessions. Clock is at 3. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Lamb. That one goes. Count it.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. We'll look at Cleveland. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Hornets just way behind.
And when I look at Charlotte, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular, but they're still in the race. And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Diaw. Rodney Hood comes in for Burks. And George Hill's subbed in for Exum. He's perfect from the line this time. And Coach Quinn Snyder played the game at a very high level himself on a Washington State High School championship game. Led Duke as the starting point guard. He's got a good-looking resume.
Yes, he does. Pretty savvy with this game of basketball.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
They should consider trying to get closer to the basket. Right now, the shots they are attempting are just clanking off the basket.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Joe Ingles. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Hornets.
And we see the central role that long-range shooting played for them offensively. One of the top teams in the league when it came to taking and making the triple.
Here's Williams. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
That's just perfect execution there to run that inbounds play and get that look off of it.
Hood kicks to Johnson. He can't get that one to fall. And Charlotte will come the other way. Up top, Batum. Covered by Hood. Williams with a clean look. Williams with another miss.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
Hill dishes to Johnson. Johnson sets the screen for Hood. Feeds to Hayward. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. The Hornets pull it in. Kid Gilchrist has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Out to the right wing. Walker with it. He's picked up by Hill. Now here's Walker. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Williams for 3. Again the miss by Williams. Utah leading by 10. Gobert the screen. Hill kicks to Johnson. Hayward on the wing. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Back to Johnson. Launches it. The Jazz again can't hit it. Hornets trail by 10, and the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's Batum. He's got 5. He kicks to Walker. Inside, and Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Gobert the screen. Johnson outside. Hood for 3. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here is Hill. 8 points for him. Outside Hood. The dish to Johnson. Gobert with a screen for Hill. Hood for 3.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Really enjoy watching Gobert scrape and claw his way for rebounds, showing off that gritty mentality.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
One shot.
And that one misses. And, you know, Steve, you ask around the league, when it comes to home court advantage, the Jazz have one of the best in the NBA.
A very passionate crowd, very loud and dedicated. And, of course, the altitude plays a factor, too. Second highest in the league after Denver. And for visiting teams, you get winded much quicker.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
For Charlotte, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The first one falls. Derek Favors checked in for Utah. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. And Smitty, you were just starting in the league when NBA basketball games were becoming what they are today in the 90s. The popularity of the game has just increased so substantially. Was it strange to see?
Oh my, he's rising up and bringing the wood on that one. Could be just what they need to pick up their energy.
Well, Greg, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet, I'll say that. And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Hayward, and Hayward at the stuff.
The deceptive athleticism of Hayward catches defenders off guard. He can certainly throw it down.
Yep, it counts. And it's 8 points for Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Gobert the screen. Outside Favors. Dishes it to Hayward. Hayward missing again.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Walker the pass to Batum. And the call will be against George Hill. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Trey Lyles checked in for Rudy Gobert. And so it's Charlotte with it. They trail by 6. He gets that one. The Jazz shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Hill kicks to Lyles. To the middle. Here's Favors. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
The anticipation of Favors is flawless, knowing in advance he is going to rise up with the jumper as the pass is coming to him.
Hill against Walker. Outside, Batum. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Lyle. Utah leading by 6. And here is Hill. 8 points for him. Lyles passes to Favors, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Favors got 4 points this quarter.
That's where a majority of Favors' points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
And Walker kicks to Zeller. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Charlotte shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
That one is no good. And Gordon Hayward, certainly a focal point of this Jazz offense. Steve, a great ball handler, and they look to him to initiate their offense.
Yeah, and I think he's starting to grow into this role over the years. A go-to guy. At first, I didn't think he was ready for it, but seemingly now he's getting more and more comfortable at that role, and also his playmaking ability has been huge for the Utah Jazz.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
And Walker kicks to Batum. Charlotte moving it around. Williams, a screen on Hill. Walker's shot is off.
Right now, he's trying to find the mark. Unfortunately, he's starting to feel a little bit desperate.
Hood kicks to Lyles. Pick up by Hill. Hayward against Kid Gilchrist. To the middle. Here's Lyles. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
What's up? And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Trey Lyles drafted 12th in the 2015 draft out of Kentucky, a skilled power forward. Steve able to handle and shoot with range.
Size of a power forward, but like you said, skillful like a small forward. Being able to shoot the jump shot, also post up. He gives them a different look when he's on the floor at that 4 spot.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Favors passes to Lyles. 4 on the clock. Off the pick. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists now in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Shot from the wing. And it's Walker again missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Hayward passes to Lyles. Back to Hayward. Favors with the screen. Hayward dishes to Favors. And stolen by Zeller. Batum for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles.
And after hitting only 1 3 in the first quarter, he has none here in the second.
They set the pick. Hayward against Kid Gilchrist. Hayward kicks to Lyles. Williams with the steal. Right side to Walker. There's the 3. And it's Walker again missing.
Oh, man. He hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Favors with the screen. Hill passes to Lyles. Outside Hood. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
If you're the defender, you're like, yes, take that shot. I'll play the percentages.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Favors. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. Burks, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Exum in for George Hill. Here's Ingles. Bellinelli is covering. Ingles kicks to Exum. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going.
Well, just look at the cluster in the middle of the paint. That right there tells you all you need to know about how they have built the lead they have. They are playing with more intensity on the offensive side of the ball, and it's the difference in the game right now. You have to love how they've approached this matchup.
Hornets trail by 10.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
That has to be the plan. Let's see if they recognize it.
Here's Lamb. They shoot again. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Hornets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That's good from Plumlee. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Utah leading by 8. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Lyles. Drills the three-pointer. Lyles got 7 points for the quarter.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
The Hornets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Jazz shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. So here's Burks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Exum. No good from outside. And so we wrap up the first half. Jazz lead by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend. And, we've been a little bit fortunate, too. They missed some shots. But more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here once again, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 10. Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it back to Kevin Harlan and crew. They are standing by courtside.
The second half just about to get going here. Without question, Rodney Hood displaying his skills today.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
He is burying some shots from way downtown, and so far he definitely has the green light to keep them coming.
Jazz leading by 10. On the court for the Hornets, Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Marvin Williams is out there with Cody Zeller. And it's Walker in at the point. Pass to Hayward. To the middle, and Gobert kicks to Hill. Gobert the screen. 5 to shoot. Hayward. No good on that one. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. And when Michael Kid Gilchrist comes on the floor, you know you're going to get an upgrade on the defensive side. Doesn't rack up a lot of stats on the defensive end. But, man, I mean, you can see his impact, feel his impact.
It's just the way Kid Gilchrist can challenge and bother every shot. Also has the quickness and length to recover when he's beaten off the dribble and still contest.
And both free throws good from Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Well, we're hearing less about flopping now, thank goodness, than we did a couple seasons ago. The league started issuing penalties for the worst flops. You think that's made a difference?
Yeah, I think so. Guys were, it was getting carried away. A lot of Hollywood was acting right there. And I think for the NBA's, it's hard. You see guys full speed get hit. And some of these guys are acting like they got hit by a Mack truck, so I like the fines for flops.
And of course, you never flopped.
No, not at all, Kevin. No, not me. No way.
We've looked for the tape. We can find none. None. Hayward dishes to Gobert. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Jazz lead by 13. The Hornets shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Now Walker. Outside Batum. Again, Batum missing.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Because he's really good defending all the way out to the three-point line.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
You know, it's been a combination of their efforts at both ends of the court. They have played a truly complete basketball game. 3 straight misses to start the third period. Still trying to find that rhythm.
Hill passes to Favors. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Derek Favors, his ability to play the power forward position and the center position and comfortable in both. He has a combination of strength, length, and mobility, and he can bang on the block and cover out on the perimeter.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That free throw, no good. Stevie talked to the training staff. Derek Favors' lateral quickness is off the charts for a player of his size.
And you talk about size, you're saying a guy with that much strength and girth. Here's a guy that can move quickly and lateral quickness like a guard.
And the second free throw, good. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And Walker kicks to Williams. And there's the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Williams sets a screen for Kid Gilchrist. From deep, Walker. And the three ball is good. Walker's got 5.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Gobert dishes to Hill. Gobert, the screen. Off the pick. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Williams with the block. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. That's on Marvin Williams.
Have to be careful when Favors shows you his shooting form. He is very effective at drawing contact with his pump fake.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Hornets trail by 14. And the Hornets call time here.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Just an incredible month of basketball. First in blocks, third in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Zeller. Picked by Williams. On the wing, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Walker. Again, the miss by Walker. Jazz leading by 14. Outside Hood. He feeds it to Hill. Lets the three fly. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his third rebound tonight. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health, and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved, and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances. We don't go backwards with this stuff. We go forwards. And guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you. Hayward passes to Hill. Gobert, the screen. Outside Favors. Hood for 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Something seems off with him tonight. Maybe it's his rhythm or his timing. Fortunately, his teammates are playing well enough to keep them ahead.
Walker with it. He's picked up by Hill. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up.
Shot.
A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Jazz making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
And the one knock on Kemba really has always been the poor field goal percentage. But, you know, he seems to have made some strides in that department and has become a much more efficient shooter. And it's a big reason why I think he's playing the best basketball of his career.
Batum with the ball. He has 7. Soft touch off the glass. Batum's got 9.
Obviously, the defense was not in sync out there, and they took advantage of it.
Gobert, the screen. Johnson outside. Passes to Hood. It's Hill on the wing. Guarded by Walker. Hood for 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Left side Williams, and stolen by Hayward. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Hill. He's got 10. Gobert, the screen. Now here is Hill. Gobert dishes to Hayward. Jazz passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Hill fires the 3.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Williams. Back to Kid Gilchrist. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Hayward passes to Gobert. Back to Hayward. The feed now to Hood. Outside Hill. Kicks it to Gobert. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. For 3, Hayward. A three-pointer is right on target. Hayward's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And here is Zeller. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Batum. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Walker against Hill. Williams with the steal. Walker dishes to Batum. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Alec Burks subbed in for Rodney Hood. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Plumlee, he's checked in for Zeller. Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. Lamb, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Sessions subbed in for Walker. And Sessions kicks to Lamb. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Boris Diaz checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for Hill. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Utah leading by 14. Beyond the arc. And the Jazz, another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Lamb. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Lamb's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Warriors. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, there's the Jazz. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Right now for the Jazz, they've made such fantastic progress this season. To see them so close to the top of the standings at this stage, what a surprise.
Well, it's not surprising to them. Since day one of this season, these players and coaches have said they view themselves as one of the league's top teams, and it looks like they're right there.
From outside, off the mark. Utah's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Diaw, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Tries from 16. Kaminsky, the pass to Sessions. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Jazz leading by 15. Here's Ingles. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Exum, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Diaw. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
And the Jazz making a change here. Lyles checked in. Another miss by Utah. Hornets trail by 15. Kaminsky kicks to Plumlee. They get the rebound. It's good.
He is thinking one step ahead there. As soon as the shot goes up, he's getting in position to grab the offensive board.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Ingles. Diaw dishes to Exum. Up top, Burks. Shot clock at 6. Trying his luck deep. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Now Lamb. 6 points for him. Kaminsky sets the pick for Lamb. Lets it go from deep. And no good. And it's Utah the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Look, he's doing everything he can to get out of this funk. Just been a rough quarter shooting the basketball.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Wow, you know he's got to be beside himself. Terrible unforced error.
Here's Sessions. He's got 5. He dishes it to Lamb. Off the screen. Chalk up 2 there. Lamb's got 8. Jazz leading by 11. Exum kicks to Diaw. Back to Exum. Feeds to Burks. The dish to Exum. Back to Diaw. It's stolen by Kaminsky. 1:53 left in the third quarter. In the corner at Sessions. Kaminsky kicks to Lamb. Kaminsky sets the pick for Lamb. The wide open look for Plumlee. Again, the Hornets score.
Excellent use of the screen there to free himself up and create space to make the open J.
Lyles kicks to Exum. Ingles in the corner. Dishes to Burks. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lyles, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Charlotte. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And Bellinelli kicks to Sessions. Plumlee with the screen. Sessions passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
He delivered that pass right on the spot to his teammate who was on the move.
Jazz leading by 7. Pass to Burks. He kicks to Diaw, and the pass to Exum. Here's the feed to Burks. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. Burks has got his second basket of the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Lamb, and it's off the back rim, no good.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
27 seconds left in the third. And Sessions kicks to Plumlee. He feeds it to Bellinelli. Now here's Lamb. Burks covering. No good from Lamb.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Diaw, the screen. Burks for three. That shot missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Jazz out in front. They're up by 11. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And so here's Charlotte. 11-point game. Favors and Gobert, the defensive big men pair. Hill is out there with Alec Burks, and it's Ingles in at the three. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Well, that's how you bury an opponent when they're struggling. Don't ease up. Just keep going hard.
And Lamb kicks to Sessions. Here's Ingles. Passes it to Hill. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
George Hill, you know, he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend ones or twos, one of those players who can fit in on any team in the league.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Plumlee. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Walker's subbed in for Sessions. First free throw is good. Hood's checked in for Alec Burks. No good on the second free throw. Hornets trail by 14. Williams dishes to Walker. There's a screen by Williams. And Walker kicks to Williams. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Zeller. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And he can't get the first one.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Lamb. And he's good on the second. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside Hill. Favors with a screen on Walker. Kicks to Favors. Williams with the block. And he gets it back.
And Hill very steady at the free throw line. Not the guy you want to give any cheap fouls against.
And the first one at the line is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Pick by Zeller. Batum for 3. Rebound, Utah. Favors got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The 3 from Hill. Again missing Hill. Hornets trail by 14. Puts up a 3. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Zeller. Zeller's got 3 assists tonight.
His eyes just lit up as soon as he realized he was wide open from outside. The defense has to do a much better job.
Hood the pass to Hill. Favors with the screen. Hood for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Williams in the post, working on Favors. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Marvin Williams.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Favors with the screen. Favors with a screen on Batum. Hood with it. Outside Hill. Hits it from 3-point range. Hill's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Walker dishes to Williams. Walker against Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
It's not often you see that kind of mental lapse. He just lost track of where it was.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Jazz. Utah leading by 12. Hood kicks to Hill. Pass to Favors. Gobert the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Hood for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Jazz lead by 15.
Had that one in his sights, too. His 5th triple of the game, second this half.
Williams a screen on Hood. Here's Batum. He can't get it to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Hood up top. Defended by Batum. Hood the pass to Hill. Favors with the screen. Hayward against Walker. Deep 2 from Hill. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Picked by Williams. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker for the 3. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. Feeds to Hayward. Shot from the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
And Batum kicks to Williams. He dishes it to Walker. Walker missing again.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
And Favors kicks to Hayward. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. The dish now to Hill. Pass to Hood. Lets the 3 fly. And Utah another 3.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Hill against Walker. Dishes it to Williams. Batum passes to Kid Gilchrist. Can they get it? And Williams gets it to go on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. And it's 9 points for Williams.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Gave up a little momentum and then grabbed it right back.
Now here's Favors. Outside Hood, inside. Gobert can't hit. Hornets trail by 17. Outside, Walker. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
That would have been a good time to just keep it simple. No need to rush that pass.
For Utah, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And Gobert kicks to Hood. And Hill has it in the corner. Yes, that goes in.
The sweet stroke from Hill. So smooth.
Charlotte's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. There's the pass to Walker. He kicks to Williams. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, they're still behind in this game, but not because of his shooting. He's been lights out.
And here is Hill. Outside Favors. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Smitty, you've hit a lot of clutch shots in your career. What is it that allows certain players to remain cool and collected when their shot can decide the outcome of a game?
You know, a lot of guys talk about it. You can't let the game speed you up. And you can see some young guys and some veterans, they catch the basketball in their mind, they're starting to go faster. Really, on clutch shot, you really have to make the game slow down.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Hornets trail by 19. Outside, Walker. Outside, Williams. Batum dishes to Zeller. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Two shots.
And that one misses. That's off as well, so he misses both. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Favors with a screen on Batum. Launches a 3. Hill, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Beautiful pick. Ugly shot.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Walker. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. And stolen by Hayward.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
From outside, off the mark. Hornets trail by 19. Batum for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And that's 12 points for Nicholas Batum. Utah has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. And Favors kicks to Hayward. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. Back to Favors. And stolen by Williams. Walker with it. He's picked up by Hill. And Batum kicks to Walker. Batum passes to Zeller. Charlotte moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Batum. No good that time. Great D that time from Favors. Hood for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Walker against Hill. Right side, Williams. Outside, Batum. Again, Batum missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Hornets' head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all.
David, thanks for the great update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
And I'm sure his teammates want to see him come back very, very soon.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Hey, Rudy Gobert, such a great find for the Utah Jazz, a force of nature defensively. Go Gadget Arms is developing a shot also around the rim.
Hornets trail by 18. And Gobert may be the most impactful player of the 2013 draft class. Steve, he was taken 27th. How in the world did he slip that far?
Well, in workouts, you really can't see his value, but put him out on the floor with his length and size and the impact he has defensively, you can't simulate that in workouts. You have to see him play in games.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Jazz leading by 17. Hood kicks to Favors.
Yo, set it up. Don't let him shoot that.
Hayward up top. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Favors with the screen. The feed to Hill. 6 to shoot. Favors with the screen. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Hood. At the top of the key, Favors. He feeds it to Hill. The second chance effort. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Hill against Walker. Here's Zeller. Gets the bucket and the foul. Gobert. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Jazz making a switch here. Diaw's checked in. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Williams. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker. That one misses for Zeller. Jazz leading by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Utah.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece. And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Hood.
This was a player who was determined to carry the offensive load for them. You could see it. He was saying, it's on me. I'm going to take over this basketball game, and that's exactly what he did.
And now the fast break, Kaminsky with the ball. That's good from Sessions on the assist by Kaminsky.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
I love to see them push it like that because the reason why, he's a deadly finisher in the transition game.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
You like to have these type of wins every now and then, just a comfortable win.
Plumlee with a screen on Hood, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
"16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Exum. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Gordon Hayward. Gordon, great effort for you guys tonight, and you get the win.
We did. We guarded extremely well. All-around effort by everybody. Great game. I thought we really moved the ball. Great win.
Excellent inside-out defense, Gordon. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rodney Hood. He took the reins tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role. He was confident, almost bordering on cocky, but you can't argue with the results.
The three-point shot was his best friend tonight, fellas. He finished the game with 6. That's 18 big points. It gave their offense a nice multi-dimensional look. They could pound it inside if they wanted, but when all else failed, they could just throw it to him, and he was reliable from deep.
It was a great game for him, Ernie, and this one he really needed. As bad as he's looked lately, it was important to build up that confidence again and have a big night.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
yes. I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.